What's up, everybody? So today in this video we will be recreating this epic Beyoncé look with her Judith Leiber Martini bag. If you also want to know how to recreate this Valentino feather top she has on, I will link that in the description. But this video will be strictly about the Martini purse. First thing you're going to need is an acrylic Martini cup. Make sure that it is acrylic, not glass, because it will break. You're going to need a rainbow rhinestone sheet. Make sure that it has a sticky back. The same thing in an AB rhinestone or silver and a pink. Scissors, a thick clear vinyl, a fake lime wedge, a rhinestone tool, a torch or lighter, green and lime green rhinestones, a rhinestone purse handle, E6000 glue for jewelry, a mask, a small round mirror, and a blade. Okay, first we're going to take that silver rhinestone paper and we're going to trace the bottom of the Martini cup and cut it out. Fold it in half and you're going to cut out a circle in the middle part. We want to make sure that the circle is big enough to go around the leg of the Martini cup. And we're going to cut a slit down the middle of that. And I'm just trying it on, seeing if it fits. And if it doesn't, just keep cutting until you find the perfect fit. And do this before you peel off the backing of it. When you're ready to stick it on, make sure you only peel off a little bit at a time and stick that on, and you just peel the backing of it off as you go. Here I'm just cutting off the excess. Next, I'm going to take that same rhinestone sheet and cut them into strips of 2 or 3 rows. This is what we're going to use to go up the entire leg of the Martini glass. Here I'm using that same technique of slowly peeling off the back of the rhinestone sheet. If you don't want to pre-measure the circumference of the strips first, then once you get to the end, then go ahead and use that blade or your scissors and cut off the excess. And you're going to do the same thing all the way up to the top of the leg. Next, we're going to start marking off where we want that purse strap to glue on. So you're going to take a marker and just mark on each side where you want it to go. That way we don't cover it up with the rhinestone paper. Also draw out about a 2-inch rectangle shape. This is going to be where we latch on the top of the lid to the Martini glass itself. As you can see here, there's a gradient effect with the pink going into that purple. So we're going to take our rainbow rhinestone sheet and cut out that gradient effect. And we're going to take that and cut it into strips of about 3 rows. So we're going to start with the deepest color first, and we're going to line the bottom of that up with the purple, slowly peeling off the sticky paper, of course. We're going to loop all the way around, and once we get to the very end, we're going to take our blade and we're going to cut it off. Here I'm putting on the glue to glue on my purse handle. I actually recommend taking that handle down a little bit further so that it has more cup to glue onto. And I would allow that to dry before moving on or touching or manipulating the cup. Next, we're going to take our thick clear vinyl and we're going to fold it 2 or 3 times depending on how thick it is. You want it thick enough to where it feels like it's plastic, because this is what we're going to use as the lid to our cup. The cool thing about this is once you fold it and rub it down, it kind of adheres to itself, so there's no need to glue it. We're going to trace the top part of the Martini cup, because as I said, this is going to be the lid, so we need this to fit perfectly. Next, we're going to take our rhinestone sheet and we're going to trace that piece, because we're going to actually stick that onto it. Now, before you cut this piece all the way out, we're going to leave on an excess amount of it, peel that off, and then stick it on there, because we still have to cut out that rectangle piece that's going to make the lid stick to the acrylic cup itself. So here I'm just trying it on. Next, we're going to use that mirror to cut out a small pink piece. And this is going to be the top of the drink, where it looks like the drink is showing at the top. Okay, here I put the sticky paper on top of the silver, but what I should have done is cut out that same circle on top of that silver and then just fit that pink part in. I don't know why I didn't do that, but you can. Next, I'm lining the outer rim with about 2 rows of that silver sticky paper. And I'm going back in and filling in any spots that I missed. Next, we're going to place that mirror on the center of the lid, and we're going to see just how much lining we need to cover with that. So I'm going to take the remaining pink and I'm going to cover the edges of the lid. If you come across little pieces that are missing like this, you're just going to cut off those little pieces and stick them on there. We're going to take our E6000 and cover that entire back of the mirror and glue it on there and fill in the remaining pieces with that pink rhinestone sheet. So this is what it looks like with a flash of light on it, and there's your mirror. You can open it and close it. But we're still not finished yet. We still have to place the lime on there. And we have to cover the inside of it like so. This part is optional. You can not do this at all, or you can cover it however you want to. I just took the remaining of the sticky paper that I had and just covered that entire inside. Okay, next you're going to take your plastic lime, your torch, and your blade, and you're going to light up your blade until it starts to turn red. That means it's hot enough to cut, and you're going to cut a slice through one of those white lines. You're going to skip one of those white lines and go to the next and cut that piece. You may have to do this a couple times in the front and the back until it's ready to pop off. I cut it too small. That's why I'm telling you to skip a white line and cut on the other side, because I then had to go back and cut it again. Here I'm taking 1 row of the silver sticky paper and I'm covering up each one of those white lines on the lime wedge. Next, I'm filling in each one of those triangles with E6000 glue, and I'm going to take my rhinestone tool, and I'm going to glue on those lime green pieces. You can glue them on sporadically. You don't even have to do this part if you don't want to, but I just wanted mine to be extra sparkly, so I just did the most here. I am gluing on the darker green on that lime peel. In case you're wondering, that is a piece of foam from the Dollar Tree that I have the lime sitting on, so that really helped me to not have to hold it while I glued the rhinestones on. Now, I wish there was a better way to put on this lime wedge, but I literally had to put on so much glue to glue it down. And make sure that you're gluing it down to the opening of your cup so that you can actually use that lime wedge to lift it open. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or recommendations, please feel free to leave them below in the comments and I'll get back to you. If you have any recommendations on something you'd like to see me recreate, let me know. I even made my baby girl a sippy cup version. It's super cute. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like this video, and follow me on social media at ZamGooden.